Hi to everyone. Okay, thank you for attending to today's webinar. Hopefully there will be more people joining. Okay, my name is Alvaro Mocholi. I'm responsible for international sales for the company Greco, and I'm gonna be the person conducting today's webinar. Okay, as you know, we're gonna be talking about all the different solutions that we have for the airport sector, or let's say for airports. Okay, so we will go over the different solutions. Okay, so first of all, we would like to do a brief introduction of our company. Okay, Graycon was founded in 2005, and we are a company that is specialized in developing real-time image analytics, and we are very specialized on developing solutions for thermal imaging cameras. That is our biggest area of expertise. Currently, we have over 30 different solutions in our portfolio. Also, what we do is we market solutions from some of the companies, but I will say 70% of the solutions that we have in our portfolio have been developed by us. We export to 64 countries. I would say close to 75% of our sales goes outside Spain, which is the country we are from. And the most consolidated markets for us are the Middle East, South America, North America, and then Spain and Portugal will be, on that order, will be our biggest markets. We are a company that offers the full chain of value. That is, we have our own R&D department, which is not only responsible for developing our own solutions, but also for customizing the solutions according to the needs of the project or the clients. Okay. Also, we have an integration department, which is responsible for making sure that all our solutions can work with existing security platforms, new VMSs, recorders, alarm monitoring centers, access control platforms, new cameras coming up on the market, and so on. And then also the price of the license always includes the setup. So this is kind of like a turnkey solution. So you buy the solution from us and we will do all the setup and configuration for you. And then we have also the after sales department, which is responsible for assisting or attending any problems that might come up with the analytics. Okay, this is a resume of all the different lines of solutions that we can offer. We have perimeter surveillance, which we'll be talking today about it. We have the Sentinel, which can work, only works with thermal imaging cameras, can work on PT or fixed camera, and can work on premise or embedded. Also, we have the perimeter lookout, which is a more intelligent solution, has artificial intelligence. So later on, we will be discussing about this solution. Also, we have marine surveillance solution, which is the Coast Guard, can work with fixed or PTC cameras. We have VMSs, we have Aware, which is a solution with artificial intelligence. We will be talking today about it. And then also we have the VMS connector. Okay, so which is our own VMS. Okay, and also we have the cybersecurity. We have Reveal, which is a data loss prevention solution. We will be also talking today about it. And then on the facial recognition, we have access control, demographic analysis, criminal or blacklist or VIP identification, emotion recognition. On the automation and safety, that is where more solutions have been developed by us. So we have the personal protective equipment monitoring, that cell monitoring, which is to monitor all the solar panels on solar farms, the flame monitoring, which is to monitor the on the oil and gas sector, to monitor the stacks, tank monitor also for the oil and gas, to monitor the capacity and the aging on the tanks. The transformer monitor is a solution to monitor power substations on the power supply companies. engine, which is to monitor manufacturing engine to manufacture machines on the manufacturing process, leak detector to detect oil or gas leakages, and the catenary. And then on the fire prevention, we have, for industrial scenarios, we have 10 threshold, which works with radiometric cameras. On forest, we use a watchman. And then also, if in case that we want to use day and night cameras, we can use the smoke and flame detector, which is a solution that can work with day and night cameras. And then on retail, we have our business intelligence platform OnTrace. And then also we have the thief detector. And then also we have solutions for people counting, queue management, heat maps, demographic analysis, emotion analysis, and so on. Okay, so this is a brief resume of our company. So let's carry on, and then let's start with the solutions. Let's start with the solutions that we have for the airport. Okay, so we're gonna divide this presentation in 3 areas, which is gonna be security, it's gonna be retail, and then also it's gonna be safety or automation or prevention. Okay, so let's start with security. The first solution that we would like to talk is face recognition. This solution we can guarantee a 99.87% of accuracy on faces without mask. And then we can guarantee 98.6% of accuracy on faces with mask. We have our own API, and then also we have the SDK, just in case that we need to integrate our solutions with an existing VMS or access control platform. The solution can work on premise or can work on cloud, or we can have the hybrid. Is compatible with all the operating systems, with big Windows, Mac, Linux, Android, and iOS. It is certified by the NIST, okay, which is the National Institute of Standards and Technology. Basically, this institute, what it does, it evaluates and compares all the different algorithms for face recognition. Okay, so we have been certified by them. And the solution that we offer.
Albert, sorry. You are sharing the presentation.
Yes, I am.
But what I see is the first page of your presentation, webinar, air solutions for airports.
You're not seeing? Okay, so let's do something.
I have here one option is synchronized to presenter.
Yeah, but this is, I mean, no, I think
you are sharing the page 6.
Right now, I'm sharing page 6.
Okay.
You can see.
Yeah, it was an option that I have here to synchronize. Okay, it's okay now. Okay, scan. Okay. Now you are presenting the scan. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. All right. Good.
Thank you.
Okay. So the solution that we propose for the access control is the scan. This is a device which includes an LCD screen, 3D camera, an infrared lighting, microphone, and a speaker. Okay. This device can have a capacity to support a database of 20,000 users. Okay. It is compatible with all the main access control platforms with OSDP and WIGAN. Okay. Also can detect tailgating. So tailgating, as you guys know, it is when someone that is not authorized to access a place comes right after a person that is authorized. So the system is going to record all the faces that pass by the device. So in case that one person is not authorized, it's going to record it, and then it's going to generate an alarm. Can work on indoors and outdoors. Okay, so that is the reason why we have the infrared lighting. And then also you have the anti-spoofing. So in case that someone is trying to supplant the identity of one person with a picture or with an image or with a video, so the 3D camera is going to be able to distinguish between a real and an unreal face. So we will be able to detect when someone is trying to supplant the identity of a person. Okay, so here I'm going to show you a video on how this solution works. Okay, now we're going to move to the next solution, which is the VMS. Okay, here we propose in Aware, which is a VMS with artificial intelligence. Let me explain you what is the difference between a traditional VMS and a VMS with artificial intelligence. A traditional VMS, basically what it does is records 24/7. And then also, in case that you have any analytics connected to that VMS, all the events that those analytics generate will be sent to the VMS, will generate to a database, and then you will be able to manage all the alarms and all the events of those analytics. Okay. On the other side, we have the VMS with artificial intelligence. Basically, what it does is, at the same time as you're recording, automatically auto-classifies the objects. So, for instance, whenever you see a human, okay, we'll classify it as a human. We'll classify the gender, if he's male or if he's female. We'll classify, also we'll record the face, and then also we'll classify the color of the clothing, the type of clothing, if he's wearing glasses, if he's wearing a hat, if he's wearing jeans, if he's wearing a skirt, and t-shirt, shirt, jacket, and so on. Okay, so all this will be done automatically. On vehicles will be also done automatically. So it will classify as a vehicle, will record the license plate number, will record the color of the vehicle, the type of vehicle, and the model of the vehicle. Okay, so what is the key advantage of this artificial intelligence? So whenever you want to do a forensic search, instead of going through hours and hours of recordings, basically what you have to do is you have to enter into a search tool, whatever you're looking for, and then automatically the system is going to download all the videos and all the images that match your search criteria. Also, this VMS, the key advantage is that besides having the license of video management, okay, also the license includes 4 analytics. You have perimeter surveillance, face recognition, license plate recognition, and then sound analytics. So all this is bundled in a package. So you pay one license, but you include video management license, and then also you have the analytics license. Okay, so it's all included on one price. What is the architecture of this solution? Okay, we have 2 options. We can go with our own cameras. The key advantage of having our own cameras is that the recording and the analytics are embedded into the cameras. And then as for the retention or the recording, you can have 30, 60, 90, or 120 days. In case that you use our own cameras, since all the analytics and the recording is being done within the camera, what you can do is you can connect directly through the cloud, and then you will not need any servers, and you can access to the cameras in real time through the cloud, and then you can also access the recording through the cloud. In case that we go to a project where the cameras are already deployed, we can also do it, but in this case, we will need what we call it the cloud connector. Cloud connector basically is a server where all the recording is being done, and then also where the analytics are being downloaded. So you can either go from the cloud connector through the cloud, or you can access directly with any device that is connected on the same network. Okay, so here what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a video how the search tool works. Okay.
period that we're searching for. This can be anywhere from specific minutes down to a block of time that may be days or hours. And in our case, when we're just looking for the last 30 minutes worth of search, we're presenting
Okay, I think Lavender, I think there's going to be a problem with the bandwidth of your internet connection. Okay, so and maybe on the videos which requires a little bit more bandwidth is where you have the problem. Okay, now we're going to move to the next solution, which is the perimeter lookout and the Sentinel thermal. Both of these solutions are perimeter surveillance solutions. So let me explain you first Sentinel. Sentinel thermal is a long-range perimeter surveillance solution. When I say long range, it only works with thermal cameras, and we can detect like around 400 to 500 meters, depending on the lens of the camera. Okay. We usually use this for very long perimeters. In this case, for example, airport is a very large perimeter. And this is kind of like the first security or the first barrier, the security barrier that most of the projects that we have deployed this solution, they use it. Okay. The good thing about it is that since it's such a long range, you save the number, you save a lot, you say like around between 20 to 30% the number of cameras compared to the competition, to competing solutions, sorry. But this is not just saving cameras, it's also saving the poles and the number of poles, civil works, computing infrastructures, and so on. So this is very cost-effective solution. That is the key advantage. The disadvantage is that when you work at such a long range, you cannot apply artificial intelligence to the solution, so you cannot auto-classify or you cannot discriminate objects. Okay, so for such a long range, the size of the object is such a small that we don't have enough pixels to be able to auto-classify. Now, if you want to use a more secure or more accurate, let's call it, solution, then you need to deploy, you need to use a perimeter lookout with artificial intelligence. This solution basically auto-classifies the objects and discriminates those objects that we don't want to detect. So, for example, animals like dogs or any kind of animal, vegetation movement, light changes, raindrops on the lens, insects on the lens, and so on. All this will be discriminated, and then you will just detect humans and vehicles. Okay, so you have multiple rules on both solutions. You have intrusion, line crossing, prowling, and abandoned object. Okay, both of these solutions work with any IP camera, day and night or thermal, and then we are integrated with. Here we say Milestone, but we are integrated with Milestone, Genetec, Goitebrook, Pelco, Avigilon, DG4, Chameleon, Latitude, Axis Camera Station, Hitachi HPS, I think that's pretty much all the different VMSs that we are integrated with. Here I'm going to show you a video on how this solution works with the thermal imaging. So as you can see on the center screen, that is very shaky and it still does not generate any false alarms by the movement. Okay. And then you have on the upper left and on the right, the contrast is not so good and it still is detecting. Okay. The numbers shown on the bounding box tells you like the percentage of the what you are detecting. So it's 99% that is, for example, in this case, that is human, or if there is an animal, and so on. Okay, the next solution that we're gonna be presenting you is the Coast Guard. This is a large and a small vessel detection, and then also floating object detection. Okay. The minimum target size is 2 pixels, has low false alarms, is between 2 to 5%, has multiple detection rules, as for example, the perimeter surveillance, you have line crossing, or you have like, let's call it static boat and so on. Does not generate false alarms by the waves or the reflection on the sea. Okay, we can position the boat on UTM or GPS coordinates. So you can also deploy it on the you can also put it on the you can integrate it also with the existing map. Okay. This is also is integrated with all the main VMSs. Okay, so we have with Milestone, Genetec, Goitebrook, Pelco, Avigilon, and so on. Okay, and also this solution can work with fixed or PTC cameras. Okay, here I'm going to show you a video of how this solution works. So as you can see, we are detecting different objects, and then we take the coordinates and then we send it to the PTC camera so we can do tracking of all the objects, of all the boats in this case that we are detecting. And then also, as you can see, depending on where these boats are, I mean, always is on the center of the image, and then depending how far it is from the camera, it gives more or less zoom. Okay, now we're gonna move to the next solution, which is Reveal. Okay, Reveal. This is a data loss prevention solution. Okay, so it's certified by the JITC and then NITTF. Okay, so these are two agencies for the cybersecurity in the United States. Okay, and also was the US Cyber Security Command. We won 7 out of the 10 categories we wanted. So basically, what is this solution? This solution, this is a software that we download in all the servers, on all the workstations that you want to monitor. And then what we do is we develop an IT policy with the company, and we figure out all the different actions that we want to detect. Okay, so in case that once we see that any of that actions is being done or is being detected on any of the workstations where this software is being downloaded, what we will do automatically will block the activity, will send an alarm to the user, or we will isolate the workstation. Okay, so what kind of activities? I mean, we can customize the solution, but here are some examples of the different solutions that we can detect. So, for example, access to unsecure Wi-Fi networks, USB devices that are connected, okay, printing documents that you're not allowed to, saving documents that you are not allowed, or you are accessing documents or files that you're not allowed to, accessing to browsers that is not authorized during the working hours, or applications, or working from locations that you should not be working with. So all these different activities we can detect, and also it can be customized. Okay. Now we're gonna move to the next in the next area, which is gonna be the retail area. Okay. Here, the first solution that we would like to introduce is the thief detector. The thief detector is a solution that basically what it does is we monitor the movement of the arms or the behavior of the customers. And then whenever we see that that customer is not placing the goods that is taken from the shelf and put it on the cart or on the basket and put it inside the jacket or put it on the pocket, automatically the software is gonna detect it. Okay, so we can reduce the soft lifting automatically by 60%. Okay, it detects automatically, alerts on real time. So whenever we detect a suspicious behavior, automatically we'll send an alert to the shop manager or to the security manager. It's very easy deployment. So I mean, we can use the existing CCTV cameras. And then the only thing is that we deployed the what we call it the CPU, where the licenses are connected, and then we just need to do the configuration of the area that we should be monitoring. Okay, so you have a monthly statistical report, a weekly follow-up with the end customer, and then also you have personalized solution to the needs of each customer. Okay, this is the interface how the solution works. So whenever we detect anything, automatically we'll send it either by email or by WhatsApp, or we send an SMS with an image capture, so we can have an image of the person that is suspicious. Okay. As I say, it works in real time, automatic detection of suspicious. Okay. Then also has an active learning, so also analyzes all the images. So whenever we see that there is one customer that is normal behavior, also it's kind of like a self-active learning solution. Okay, so here is some success cases where we have deployed the solution. So in supermarkets, these are Carrefour, 7-Eleven. Okay, in pharmacy and cosmetics. So this is some success cases on hardware and duty free and others. So here is also where we have deployed the solution. So right now we have deployed this solution in over 2,500 shops around the world. Now I'm gonna show you the business intelligence platform. So with this business intelligence platform, basically what we can do is we have different analytics underneath that platform. So this is kind of like an interface where all the different analytics report, and we put it on graphics. So what can we show on this platform? So here is kind of like the dashboard. So for example, this is how many people pass by the door of the shop. So here we are comparing two shops. Shop number one is 43, almost 4,400 people pass by. And in shop number two, 8,300. How many visits do we have on each one of the shops? 2,600 on the first, 2,500 on the second. What is the percentage out of the people that pass by? What is the percentage of people that enter into the shop? So 60% on shop number one, 30% on shop number two. What is the average time that people spend inside the shop? So it's 9 minutes, 10 minutes on shop number two. Out of all the customers that visit the shop, which ones repeated? 24 on number one, 31 on number two. Okay, so that is what is the turnover of each one of the shops on a daily basis. So 4,900 euros on shop number one, 8,000 euros on shop number two. We generate 69 tickets, 106 tickets on shop number two. And what is the average ticket price? 71.75. Okay, so what can we do? So we can do people counting, queue management, waiting time on the queue. Well, we can configure alarms. Okay, so we can do purchase funnels. So from visits to tickets, dwell time, how much time they spend inside the shop, shopper traffic variation or visit variation versus average number of visits, conversion rate. Okay, Here I'm going to show you some graphic examples, okay, of what can we show. So this is visits versus weather. So according to the weather conditions, how many visits they will receive in each one of the shops, okay. So this is the how many people pass by the street, and then how many visits do we have. So here underneath, it is the people that pass by and how many visits do we have. Okay, so this is the visitors comparative between the two shops. Okay. So this is the street traffic by hour. So we can figure out when we have more traffic. This is the street recurrence, that is out of the people that pass by, how many of them have repeated. So less than just like just once, less than 5 times, more than 5 times, and more than 10 times. Okay, so this is the dwell time. So this is the average time that each one of the customers spends inside the shop. So this is a comparative between the two shops. Okay, this is the demographic analysis. Out of the people that enter the shop, how many of them are men, how many of them are women. In case that we want to have a more complete demographic analysis, what we can do is we can have it by age and also by gender, okay? And then also here we can have the percentage of men and women by age gap, okay? So this is how we can see how many people pass by the queues on each one of the shops. So this is the face counting comparative between the two shops. This is the billing, so we can know how much money each one of the shops is generating, the turnover of each one of the shops. And this is the visitors versus the billing, okay? Okay, now we're gonna move to the next area, which is gonna be the safety solutions. So the first solution is the temp threshold. This is a solution that we use to monitor warehouses and to prevent fire, okay? We use radiometric cameras for this solution. And basically here what we do is we analyze the temperature of all the objects that are on the field of view of the camera, but also what we do is we analyze the behavior. So we do a double analysis. And then this is a very accurate solution. Okay, where we deploy this, usually we deploy it on biomass plants, dump plants, recycling, chemical plants, oil and gas, warehouses, and so on. Okay, this solution can work with fixed or PTZ cameras. Okay, here I'm gonna show you a video of how this solution works with PTs. Another one of the solutions that we would like to introduce you is the transformer monitor. This solution is a solution that what it does, it monitors the temperature of all the key components on power substation. And then what we do is we compare similar components under the same atmospheric conditions and under the same performance conditions. So here what we do is we monitor transformer, batteries, switches, isolators, key components on the power substation. Okay. The key advantage of this solution, it is that since we are comparing similar components with each other and under the same atmospheric conditions and under the same performance circumstances, so we can know exactly which one is overheating versus the other one. So we can anticipate to a failure, or we can anticipate to a problem. Okay, and then and here what we can do is we can predict. So this solution is very cost effective because you save a lot of spare parts, you save a lot of money on repairs, you save money on maintenance staff or employees, and then also you save a lot of money on traveling expenses. Okay, so this is quite a cost-effective solution. Okay, The next solution that we would like to introduce you is the PPE, which is Personal Protective Equipment Monitoring. Here with this solution, basically what we do is we guarantee that all the employees are wearing all the safety equipment before they access into the work area and meanwhile or during the work hours or meanwhile they're working, okay? So here what we can do is we can monitor different equipment such as helmet, protective glasses, ear protection, reflecting vest, uniforms, protective boots. Okay, so here is the percentage of the accuracy that we can guarantee. Okay. Also, what we can do is we can monitor or we can track people inside the work area. So in case that there is an accident, we can know exactly the location of each one of the employees. Okay. And then also we can track the machinery, vehicles, and tools. Okay, so we can know exactly where is each packet at all time, and then also we can do it on the warehouse and logistics. For example, with all the bags, we can know exactly the location or of each one of the suitcases or packages at all time. Right now, I would like to share with you some success cases. So, for example, on the law, on defense, we work with the FBI in the United States, with the VMS with artificial intelligence. On the NATO headquarters, we are responsible for the access control. Saudi Arabia Royal Air Force, we are responsible for monitoring all the perimeter surveillance of all their bases. Also with the Spanish Air Force, and Army, and Navy, we are responsible for all the perimeter security of all their facilities. Madrid International Airport, also, we are responsible for the perimeter surveillance. Valencia Port, which is the largest port by container traffic on the Mediterranean, we are also responsible for the marine surveillance. Trillo, this is a nuclear plant here in Spain, so we are responsible also for the perimeter surveillance. Here I show you some example of different distributors that we work with. We work with Anixter ADI, Psychotronic, Tech Data, Ingram Micro, ScanSource, and then also we work with all the main installers around the market. Okay, so this will be all the different solutions that we can offer for you guys for the airport. Here are my contact details, my telephone number and my email address. And then also in case that you would like to request a demo, you can either contact me or you can do it through the website. Now, in case that you have any questions, you can use your microphone or you can use your chat. And then I will be more than happy to answer as many questions as you guys have. No questions here? No one? You're welcome. Okay. All right. Well, guys, if there is no questions, I mean, we will be sending you the presentation in the upcoming days and also a copy of the video. Okay. So in case that you want to review it or you want to share with anyone. Once again, thank you very much for attending today's webinar. And then looking forward to hearing from you in the future. Okay. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.